Alright, in today's video you're going to learn how to use the decal function, which is a pretty cool little feature here in Inventor, and it allows you to make something like this Coke can here. You can see the decal is wrapped all the way around here. A little spinning tour there, well, not one there, it's spinning pretty slow, but don't worry about that. So you're going to make a can today of your favorite beverage, and we'll show you how to do that right now. So let's go up here to iPro and select a new part, standard.ipt. Alright, we're going to make a sketch, and just to be a little different this time, instead of choosing the XY plane, we're going to start down here on the XZ plane. So start down here, and we're going to make a circle that is 2.5 inches in diameter. 2.5. Hit enter, and there you see our circle. And we're going to finish the sketch. Okay, and now we're going to extrude that up a total of 5 inches. Okay, so you can kind of see everything there. Alright, so that gives us our basic shape of the can. But now we're going to make our edges chamfered. So we're going to click on chamfer up here under the Get Started button. And we're going to select the top edge and the bottom edge. And we'll just leave that at default 0.125. Hit apply. And now you can see our edges have a little bit of a chamfer to them. We can close that out. Alright, now we've got to go find a couple pictures for our can. So let's go to the Google. Here is Google. I'll go to Google Images, and I'm going to type Coke can top. Okay, and as you can see here, we got all kinds of them. You want something more along these lines rather than people actually holding the can. These will just import better. So let's say we want to pick this one right here. We simply right click on the picture, save image as, save picture as, whatever your browser is telling you to do. And as you can see, I've already got one saved right here. But you can call yours whatever, Coke can top, pop top, whatever. Save it. Make sure you take a notion of where you're saving to. I like to save all my stuff in pictures. You might put yours on the desktop up here. I don't know. Just remember where you saved it and what you saved it as. I would give it a name here. I'd erase this and put whatever you want to call it. Alright. So then we can come back here while we're already on the Google. Let's go back and look for a label. So I'm going to look for Coke can label. If you want to look up Pepsi or Dr. Pepper or whatever it is, you can do that. So find you a label you want to save. I'll switch it with a different one here this time. We'll save this. Save image as. And we'll call it Coke label. That's in pictures. Alright, so now I can come back here to Inventor. Alright, so to put the top on, we're going to select Create 2D Sketch. And we're going to select this top face right here. Alright. Now, before we go any further, let's project geometry and click the outside of this can right here so we get the very top edge there. Alright? And select Insert Picture or Insert Image. Now, here's our Coke top. Click on Open, and we can place that pretty much anywhere we want. Okay, yours might be bigger than your can, it might be smaller. That's really irrelevant right now. We're probably going to have to resize it. So hit Escape or right click and click OK. And now up here in the Constraints section, we're going to use the vertical and horizontal constraint to match this up to the center point. So select Vertical Constraint. It's those two, one red, one black line there. And you're going to click on the center of this top line up here. You get the green dot. Alright, and then click the center of the Coke can right here on the top. Alright, now we're going to select the left, or the horizontal constraint, and click the left edge there, and click the center point. So that should center things back up there. Alright, as you can see, our picture is a little bit almost the perfect size. If you need to resize yours, you can click on the edge of the picture and drag it to whatever size you need. You basically want it to fill up that outside yellow circle. You don't want it to go outside the circle, and you don't want it to be very far inside. So it doesn't have to be precisely on the lines, just somewhere close to that. Okay, so there we go. Maybe a little bit too big. Right there is good. Alright, so we're going to finish the sketch. And now up here on the top you have extrude and revolve, but you have the word create with an arrow. That arrow means there's something else in there, which is decal. So let's click decal. And now it asks for two things. It asks for an image and a face. The image is blue, so that's what it wants to know first. What picture? So click on the outside of your picture here. And then what face do we want to put it on? Well, we want to put it on the top. So click on the top face there and click OK. And as you see, it trims off the excess part of the picture. It kind of leaves you with a nice Coke can top there on the very top of our can. Now, our next part is going to be to add a decal to this. To do that, we're going to do something a little new here. Come over here to your browser and push the plus button beside the origin folder. Click on the YZ plane and just click on it. Alright, now come up here to the top row, find plane. It's an orange box in front of a white block or white box. Click on plane, and that's going to allow us to project another plane out here. It's going to click out here in front of the can. So you want to click on this front side, and now we've got a plane tangent to our surface here. A little math word for you. Create a 2D sketch and click on the upper right corner here. Now it's going to turn our can sideways. You can just come up here to the top right of your screen, hit this arrow right here above your view cube, and that'll straighten it back up. Now before we go any further, I want to project geometry. So click on project geometry and click on the side of the can here. We just need to see this top line right here. It's now yellow. And so we can right click and hit OK or hit escape. Then we're going to add our picture. So click on insert image. And then I've actually got a couple here. I've got a Dr. Pepper label and a Coke label. Okay. We'll go with our Coke can label. What happened to the other label we just downloaded? It's not showing up, but oh well. We'll click on it. Click open. And as you can see, it's a little bigger than my can, but we're going to use the constraints to fix that. Okay. So we're going to come up here to the coincident constraint, the very first one. And we'll click on it. Now go to the bottom left corner here of your can label and click on the top left corner of the can. Now we're going to click on the bottom right corner of the can label to the bottom left corner of the can. And now as you can see, it's stretched out from the top to the bottom there. So we can now finish the sketch. Okay? And we're going to use that decal feature again. So click on create, select decal. Alright, it wants to know the image, so we click on our image. The face is the can itself. But make sure you click this box right here, wrap to face. That's going to take this picture and wrap it around the can. So click wrap to face, hit OK, and there you see our label is wrapped around the can. It's a little longer than our can, so that you can kind of see that it covers up part of the words over here. Now, how to get rid of this little thing right here, the work plane. Right click on work plane, uncheck visibility. It's about halfway down the list, and there it's gone. So now you can see your nice Coke can. Let's spin it around here a little bit. Now, is it perfect? No, but it's a good use of how to use the decal. Obviously, we wouldn't be printing this because cans are in metal and we print in plastic in here, but it's at least show you how you can use decals to make some cool models. So if this is something you're interested in, the decal feature can be a little extra fun for you. That's it for this lesson.